It was the sentencing of Ruth Kamande, popularly known as Miss Langata Prison, to death for the murder of her boyfriend that elicited heated debate on social media on whether she really deserved a date with a hangman. Most of those who criticized the judgment based their argument on the Supreme Court ruling of 14th December 2017 that a mandatory nature of death sentence, as provided for in Section 204 of the Penal Code, was against the Constitution.
This particular petition did not outlaw the death sentence. It only outlawed the mandatory nature of the death sentence.
Earlier, the former AG Githu Muigai formed a 13-member task force to look into the issue of death penalty as it exists in the Penal Code and align the same with the Constitution. The team, in its report, is now proposing a total review of the Penal Code to abolish the death sentence.
Our proposal is to really have a total review of the Penal Code as we know it and cluster the offenses according to categories that Mr. Kagika has alluded to.
According to proposals by the team that has 12 months to conclude its work, the death sentence ought to be replaced by life imprisonment that would be dictated by the intensity of the offense committed. The convict would also be entitled to parole after serving no less than 15 years in prison.
The proposals that we are making is that the judicial officer will have a wide discretion. He shall have an opportunity to listen to the circumstances of the offense, and the person also shall have the opportunity to mitigate his case, so that we are moving away from the mandatory death penalty, we are moving away from the indefinite life imprisonment to a penalty that we think accords to the fair justice under the Constitution.
If, for example, I had been given the death penalty, I can apply to have my sentence reviewed.
Between 2011 and 2018, more than 6,000 convicts were sentenced to death in Kenya, as the sentence remains in law but not in practice. Data from the National Bureau of Statistics shows that 2,700 were convicted to face the hangman in 2014 alone. According to Amnesty International, 101 countries, including 21 from Africa, have abolished the death penalty for all crimes in law, while 140 have abolished the death penalty in law or practice.